what we have here is a Labtec PS2 keyboard that I'm currently removing the keycaps from because I'm going to clean it off. And look at all this dust and dirt. Wow. This is an old keyboard and I haven't used it in a while. And I don't even think it works anymore. I mean, it's missing the space bar and it's missing the shift key, the left shift key. But I'm going to sell the keycaps. I may sell the entire membrane, plus any keycaps that happen to be left over. But if I have to scrap the entire thing, I don't even care. Because this is just another PS2 keyboard that I have. And it's just a generic, black, non-clicky, membrane-based PS2 keyboard. Probably doesn't even work, so... but I'm going to put you on the tripod. I'm going to remove all these keycaps. Apparently the recording stopped, but that doesn't really matter. So I'm going to remove these keycaps. My camera's plugged in at the moment because it ran the batteries. So let's remove these. I mean, this is not that interesting. All I'm doing is removing keycaps. Now, feel free to point out that I'm doing this all wrong, because I probably am. I've never actually cleaned out a keyboard before. I've done a lot of things, but I've never done this. Now, the thing that you have to hope is that you don't break these. There's probably a better way to do this. These keycaps won't break. But I don't know what that is, and I've never done this. And I'm not even going to bother to look it up, so... It shows you how lazy and how careless I am. But like I said, I don't care about this keyboard, and if they can't sell, then that's fine. But I believe that this is just a generic keyboard anyways, and these keycaps will work with just about anything. Okay, so that's all the normal keys done. We'll put those all together. I've already done all the arrow keys. They're right here. Just put those there. Now I'm going to do these right here. Be careful. Clean this off. And this is just disgusting. I'm going to put the keycaps back and see if the keyboard actually works. So there's those done. Those over there. Now let's do the function keys, which is going to be a bitch. I'm going to have to get something to remove those. I mean, the dirt is sticking in my nails. Let me go get something to remove these keys. When in doubt, use a screwdriver. Probably going to end up breaking one of these, but... These are your function keys. Hopefully I remember where all these go, but it's not really hard to remember where function keys go, especially when they're numbered like this. Oops. No, it appears that it survived that. I can just see all the comments saying, "You're doing it all wrong." Right now, I can just see them all right now. And I know I said I was going to just deal with those, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to end up deleting them. Because, to be honest with you, okay, I get that I'm doing it wrong. Alright, fine, but really, does it just need a comment just about that? This is going to be difficult to remove. I didn't break anything. I may or may not break these keys that use these little things right there. I may or may not break those, but kind of unfortunate. Oops. Oh no, I didn't break anything. So now that they've flown all over the place, let's figure out which one was the one that doesn't belong there. I believe it's that one. Yes. So, let's get our screwdriver and take this apart. This shouldn't be too hard. I think I know what screwdriver I need. Is this too big? No, actually, this is perfect. I think. Now, I may or may not be able to get this back together after I do this because, but then again, I've never actually taken a keyboard apart, nor have I cleaned a keyboard before, so this is all new to me. That's why I said if I'm doing it wrong, feel free to point it out, that way I can improve. If you're going to be rude about it, then I'm not even going to approve the comment, so I will be very careful with your way that you word whatever you say. And this is probably the most boring video I've ever posted on YouTube, so I apologize for that. I mean, it's a slow week, guys. I haven't had much to talk about. I haven't had any really real computers that are interesting that I can work on either. I mean, I did do some work on my ThinkPad T61 systems, but that was just boring standard antivirus update and junk that really doesn't need a video, because I've showed that a billion times as well. Just updating most of them from Avis to Avira. And I found out that Avira doesn't like the installation of CoreTemp because it seems to not like the Install IQ installation stuff because it thinks it's a Trojan. And it is a Trojan, by the way. Just so you know that. It is actually a Trojan because it advertises stuff that may or may not be a virus. And it may or may not be infected when it comes there. Then again, most Trojans are infected anyways. Okay, what the hell? I'm probably going to end up breaking something and not being able to put this back together. Believe it or not. And that's actually happened before, so you'll get to see it all on video. You'll get to see me screw up royally for like the third time in 4 videos. You'll get to see me screw something up royally. And that one video that I didn't screw something up in, that was actually me yelling at somebody, so whoops. Mother's actually out getting lunch right now, so I may get interrupted at any point during this video. I might be breaking the membrane right now. But it's difficult, and I don't actually have any other screwdrivers that are big enough to do this. Does this work? Oh, frig. You know, this actually would work. It's too... I have really slippery hands at the moment with those, so it may or may not be useful to me. You can't see what I'm doing. Again, I apologize for that. You might be able to see my ugly head, too. It's resting on my knee at the moment. So as you remove these screws, and, oh, you know, it's actually missing a foot right there. There are no screws underneath the feet. An okay quality pass sticker as well. This is just some generic Labtec made in China black keyboard that I bought for that Pentium D system a number of years ago. So really, if I break this, I don't care, because this is a piece of junk that probably, I don't even think worked well when it was new anyways. I mean, really? Come on. I'm going to switch back to this because this one is easier to grip with my slippery hands. It's hot in here, so that's why my hands are sweaty. And I think it's like 27 Celsius in here at the moment, which is not exactly cold either. It's not hot, but it's not cold. So, we're really going to have to work on zoning this AC better than it is. I haven't had the time to do that. Really, it's low on my priority list. I have school that starts in about a week, so. And I have a bedroom to paint, so it's always wonderful. Which is one of the reasons why everything is all out of place. Okay, what the hell? You're not doing this to me, so. take the last screw out and then try and and the difficulty is trying to get the screws back in, not trying to get them out. And up we come. Right away we see electronic membranes right here. So there's all of your electronic equipment and stuff. That I think is all fine. Those are not buttons. Those are just lights. And these are the two membranes. I believe there's a positive and a negative, right? I don't want to break them or anything. So. No, it's two pluses. There's a 2 on this one, and I believe there's a 1 on the bottom. Nope, they're both labeled 2. So that's what it looks like on the inside on that side. Alright, so the keyboard has been put back together, or at least the main parts of it have. As you can see, it is still kind of dirty, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it's never going to be perfectly clean again anyways. You know what? That might actually be a chip. No, it's not. Some random just gunk. There's still some gunk here, and that should come out easily, though. I have absolutely no clue what that is. Alright, well, now it's gone. And there's also some other random gunk on it, but I don't really care. It'll never be perfect ever again, so... The keys are sitting right there, they're drying off at the moment. Because, I mean, they're still wet. And I don't think those are going to be dry until tomorrow anyways. If not, maybe not even tomorrow. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Because I'm just going to wait for them to dry.